And we're about to get his first weapon now. I think if you go to that flame.
Oh, the flame?
Yeah, go to that flame first. Yeah, I still remember quite a bit. Yeah, there you go. I still remember quite a bit of these games. Just purely because of how much I've beaten. I think I've beaten Onimusha 3 like three or
So
four.
you don't have to actually go inside that room.
No, I think you can miss it if you literally don't get it. You see, it's funny when you look at this.
Amazing.
It's funny when you look at this, yeah, because why would in present day you would have like a very Eastern design, like
Japanese things underpaid,
like underneath.
They are in Paris.
I know. Like I'm sure if I go to visit the Arc of Triumph right now, yeah, I'm not going to find something like that underneath. And one of the awkward things about it, yeah, is that you see them speaking French right now, yeah, and despite Samanosuke speaks English, yeah, but technically speaking, yeah, it's like they've because in his side, yeah, he's supposed to be speaking Japanese, despite they translate it to English.
Oh, here we go, the door I was going to.
Yeah. I don't think you would be able to get him anyway.
Yeah, probably.
I like how he still looks very confused.
He's thinking, yeah?
I think that was him thinking.
Yeah, that was him.
Wait.
And of course, it kind of stands to reason that, like, you know, even with present-day weapons, yeah, it's like you won't be able to, yeah, fight against demons and stuff.
Demons. Pretty fast demons.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like they've upgraded quite a lot of the enemies from here to from Onimusha 1 and 2.
She looks like a little bit the girls from Parasite.
Oh, you think she looks like what was it? Aya, yeah, from
yeah,
from
tiny, yeah, I know. Oh, I really feel life.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Just sort of thing when you got that sound. For me, like what I would personally like from a fifth game, yeah, if they do make it, let's say not a fifth game, just like another Onimusha game. I think like they might not even call it Onimusha 5, just in the same
reboot.
Just
a reboot.
Just in the same way that they didn't call Dawn of Dreams Onimusha 4, despite that was actually a proper sequel. I think the best way, yeah, if they want to introduce it to, let's say, a new audience, yeah, now you could go back in. Now you could actually, because now if they were to introduce Samanosuke, like
such a Resident Evil
yeah, such a Resident Evil thing there. But with Onimusha, because it's been like, you know, in hibernation for so long, and I do mean by so long, like Dawn of Dreams was a long time ago, and they haven't. If I remember, I think it was in 2006 it came out. Either 2006 or 2007. So it's been over 10 years since Onimusha. So if they're just suddenly out of nowhere, let's say like, oh, by the way, guys, we're making Onimusha 5, there won't be that many hypes behind it because a lot of like new gamers who maybe started off with PS3 or whatever, who PS2 maybe they were too young, they probably would have never even heard about this. So there won't be much hype for it. I think what Capcom can do, since now they've actually like renewed the trademark again, yeah, they could either release a collection, Onimusha, like, you know, HD collection, whatever you want to call it, definitive edition, where you have all 4 games all in one go, and then release it like that, and at least give those players who has never played these a chance yet, a new generation, to try out the games, just get the feeling of, oh, this is actually how the how the series started back at PlayStation 2 and everything. But at the same time, gearing up here for of a fifth game, if the fifth game is considered the sequel, because like obviously then you would need prior knowledge of the first four games before you play this one. Now, if your so-called new Onimusha game has nothing to do with the first four games, and you're just either rebooting it, or you're just wanting to start a completely new saga altogether, that could be okay. That could be okay as well. I don't have a problem with that. Although for me as a fan, I really want a sequel. I really want to see what happened after Dawn of Dreams. And gameplay-wise, I want it to be played like this, but hopefully they will they will find a way to modernize it a little bit. Like maybe make obviously.
I hope it's not gonna be a kind of.
And there's puzzle as well, so it's very Resident Evil.
Yeah, I hope it's not gonna be a kind of. Obviously, like Niho. It's gonna be too much a copy after.
Yeah, hopefully it's nothing like Neo, because the thing is, Neo is pretty much what a Dark Soul is. Basically Dark Souls, like what Dark Souls is. So if they want to bring Onimusha back here, I would just say do it in a way where you're trying to incorporate a bit more precision kind of sword play, much like what Onimusha is actually known for, but without making it too samey to, let's say, to Devil May Cry, because Onimusha and Devil May Cry is very different. It doesn't play even remotely the same.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
that kind of stuff. And hey, if they even want it, they could make it they could take some elements from Neo in terms of sword play, make it more about precision rather than striking everything.
Yeah,
that kind of stuff, just mindlessly button bashing. Because that's one thing I don't really want. I don't want it to be kind of like a mindless button basher.
Yeah, exactly.
Make it about, it's all about being precision, that kind of stuff. You can still add, you see the kind of special moves that you execute where you press one button and you see someone else does all the kind of crazy stuff. They could keep that in. I do want that, and I do want this element still in it, that orb collecting element, because I really felt like that's one of the things I love about Onimusha, and I wanted to keep it.
And what I really think is,
and maybe more variety in weapons as well. That's the other thing.
The only thing, trust me, the only things I'm thinking right now is it's gonna be 100% like a kind of remastered version of the because people doesn't know what is that game.
Exactly. I think the first logical step of Capcom
after then you can actually think about
a fifth game.
Yeah, but I don't think
it makes more sense. It makes more sense to do a remaster, or like I said, or a definitive edition, regardless of what they want to go for. But I don't think Capcom will just go out their way yet to do, let's say, make a fifth game without even considering that. Oh, right, we didn't actually know yet that the generation is different, and now nobody really knows about this kind of series.
Is a little bit like Tenchu.
Yeah, you see, I felt like maybe one day we'll do Tenchu as well. Just talk about how Tenchu have completely faded away, and
probably for cover all the. Yes. I mean,
but we only wanted to do Onimusha here is because, again, we are both big fans. We're both big fans, as well as after hearing that they've renewed the trademark, we're just having our hopes up. Hopefully they will release a new game, even though we expect that remaster will be the very first thing that they were going to do. I highly doubt that it's going to be just. Really highly doubt that it's going to just be a sequel, whatever.
Let's go. Oh, it's amazing. Now it's like Devil May Cry, or a lot of
lots of worlds. Although I will say that Onimusha bosses has never been as intimidating as Devil May Cry bosses. They're not that difficult.
Remember Devil May Cry 2? The whole skyline was the boss.
Devil May Cry 2 had I believe one of the bosses was a helicopter.
Yeah. Devil May Cry 2.
The one that was a demonic helicopter, because they had I think it had.
Capcom always works really properly. It's just now is.
Yeah, now they're like more of a hollow shell of themselves.
Things I cannot. Oh, I can actually cure myself.
I think you
some
got it.
some weeds. What is that?
That's
supplies. That's why this much.
yeah, those are
I
like
don't really need now. I'm gonna try to survive with this. Come on. So. I need a shotgun now. That's actually strong. How the hell did I miss a reach me? Is that power?
no, I think that was just to increase your maximum. If you use that, yeah, it just increases the
That's it.
HP
So fix nothing out. It's really difficult to escape because you cannot run or.
Oh,
Ah,
would you try?
of course. Just let me. Cool. Let's. Oh, you actually die and you don't start automatically from the.
Yeah, but luckily you saved just like at the just,
Yeah, X and square actually inverted.
okay.
With circle you and triangle you make it special. Yeah, I mean, I think he's meant to be to kill, to destroy his arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's actually like a biomechanic. You can see like muscles inside his arms.
Exactly.
Right, you nearly destroy the. You almost destroy the right arm.
Definitely feel a bit rusty after having played it for so long.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to use square for everything. Try to destroy just the smoky arms. Because once you lost one of
The funny thing is, oh, there you
no,
go.
yeah.
There you go. It's so hard after all. There we go. And that's the thing with Onimusha is like every time you beat a boss, yeah, your reward is orbs. Like, you know,
Not like the red sphere from God of War.
It does look like
Kratos,
but then again, like, you know, I mean, Dante
game.
also collects like, you know, red orbs, so I guess
And,
like
and you can upgrade the weapon, so it's still the same.
yeah, it's still literally like, you know, the same kind of thing. And now we're just like swapping over from Summoner's Gate because the thing about Onimusha Demon Siege is like it alternates back and forth. Like Summoner's Gate, while the main protagonist, but it goes back and forth between Summoner's Gate and John Riddle's character.
Which language he's gonna speak in Japan? French or English?
Well, here's the bit. As far as I know, he speaks English because I think he later encountered someone who was able to translate for them. Genre, those weapons are pretty sick. Like he has a kind of like a flame whip sword, and he has like a lightning spear, and I think an ice mace, if I remember all of that correctly. His weapons are cool. I really like his weapons.
He had a punch as well. I don't remember. What the hell? Why his son is inside Japan? And why this monster is always there first to kidnap someone? Do you remember this monster is the same? He wasn't the princess in the first one.
He wasn't the same one, but similar. Very similar. It's the same.
It's always him going to kidnap woman and child. But I still don't understand why the child isn't meant to be inside the world.
Yeah, there you go. Oh.
Nero and Dante make rifle.
Yeah, and he gets a whip. The only whip. Yeah, probably number controls and stuff. Oh no, there we go.
Press triangle to check if.
No, I know the wood doesn't have like a special. There we go here. Yeah, I mean the gameplay right now, especially playing the back then, yeah, you felt a bit restricted because there's not much you can actually do.
It's really linear.
In its gameplay now, obviously, very linear as well. But then again, this is what like a potential fifth game can rectify all of this. Like because it's been so long, and there are a lot of things. You've seen a lot of different action games that has been obviously trying to improve the formula as well. Like a lot of things have came out ever since. Like you got Devil May Cry, you got Metal Gear, and Metal Gear Rising.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot of different kind of third-person action games that has really improved the genre ever since. Yeah. So if Onimusha wants to re-enter, there's no harm in just look at, okay, this is a game that works, and that didn't work so whatsoever.
Does it really exist an open world game on PS2? Like Dragon Quest.
Aside from GTA,
GTA and Dragon Quest.
Yeah, that was pretty much about it. Yeah.
Doesn't really exist. Yeah, we're gonna show a little bit how it's gonna be with. What the hell is that?
No, it's I think you once you get the flame sword, I think now you meet after that you meet Samanosuke.
Wow. I guess, guys, they spent really a lot of money for making this game that time, yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
Look how much, even I really love the design of the games.
Yeah, the overall design and like just the
look at the light as well. Doesn't look like something really artistic. I mean, I really.
The artistic direction is very good for Onimusha games. Like how they took like feudal Japan and just like cutscene. Yeah, there we go.
Is that when Samanovsky?
Yeah, but this is, I believe, his where he was slightly a bit younger than the one that we've controlled.
It's like each other are meeting, meeting the younger version of.
Well, not necessarily.
No, I mean, Samanovsky is not gonna meet anyone.
No, he's not going to be
because obviously he's back.
Yeah, but Yorino's character, I think, when he came to this time, it's not directly where.
Because that's Samanovsky from the first one.
Yeah, that's.
It's actually him with the.
Yeah,
with his ponytail and yeah.
I'm telling you guys, like, just playing it right now, just like I'm constantly being reminded just what I love about it so much.
Yeah, me too.